Aquarius, welcome to my place. My name is Gloria, and this is Coach Glow Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading from baby sleeping. From sorry, she snores loud. This is going to be your weekly reading from May 25th to May 30th. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. First card is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. This here is a new tarot deck. It's a new tarot deck that was just gifted to me yesterday. I'm literally looking at the cards right when you're looking at them, so I've never seen this Queen of Wands. Give me a minute. Let me see what I get from it. Up here on right here on the tree branch there. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little cardinal bird there. I think I read somewhere today that a cardinal bird, like when you see it, that's when there's an angel around you. Okay, so maybe you see this Queen of Wands as, first of all, she's inspiring. First and foremost, she is inspiring. And she is a nurturer of creativeness, of creations. She nurtures it. She, you know, oh, what you wanna be a hairstylist? I have the number to the best salon in Miami, I'll get you right in. That woman is the one that has the phone number to that person that can get you through that door. Right? And you see that she's got this passion for life, this and she like believes in herself and she believes in everything around her. She's very serious in the face, very pretty woman in this card. Wow. And those boobs though? Nice. She's got a nice work. Just kidding. She does though. Um yeah. This lady is not afraid to be her true authentic self. Actually feels most comfortable being her true authentic self, and her true authentic self is like royalty. Like her gift to life is being alive. Like she's a queen. Like she belongs on this throne. Like, but I feel like you're looking at this person, or you are this person who is inspiring. Like an angel. Like you're being watched over. Like it's okay to be yourself because you're being watched over by, the universe. It's all working for you. And this is you sitting comfortably in that, knowing that the universe is working for you. So you can think up all the ideas in the world. As soon as you think and decide on them, you're going to, things are just going to start happening um, where it's like, man, did I say that out loud? Did I think that out loud? Or you know how like on like Facebook and stuff where like you'll think something and then all of a sudden they have an advertisement about it on Facebook, like, and you're like, somebody watching me? Like, what the fuck? Like, how does this know that I wanted to dye my hair gray, right? I feel like as soon as you step into your power here, step into the knowing that the universe is working for you, You can start to call the shots, right? You can work with that magic. You can use that wand to create the magic that you want to see, the magic and beauty that you want to see in your world. Queen of Wands. That bitch is hardcore. I fuck with her. I fucks with the Queen of Wands. Heavy. No, definitely. I feel like this is support. See that wand there? She's kind of like holding on to it, like it's a staff, like her it's her support staff. You could be this inspiration to people, or you could be inspired. It could just be like a thought that you had the other day, and then all of a sudden it's like it manifested itself into real life somehow off of just a thought, and then you start to realize, oh, let me not get too ahead of myself. Yeah, I feel like you're setting off inspiration, or you're getting a lot of it, giving it and getting a lot of it. It's your job, it's your purpose in this world. That's what you were supposed to do. Your role in this world is to be the Queen of Wands. Aquarius. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, he's got a bunch of like knives stuck in his back, and uh it's like backstabbing, but I feel like it's more of like a bunch of like realities of life being shown to you. Like you've had enough. Like you've got to get a different perspective. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. So I feel like this is you knowing that it's time to shift something in your mind that's going to put you on a new path, right? So you're inspired to shift something that could have been conditioned in your mind that obviously is not working for you because you dead. Look at that. You dead here. This shit, all this shit is not for you. You need to change your mind about something so that you can move forward, in your own power, in your greatest power, and with purpose. I feel like you're inspired to move on mentally. You're inspired to move on mentally. Sorry, I felt that. Okay, that's fucking deep, bro. And of course, it's like something that you didn't want to give up. Like this guy died with the sword in his hand, still trying to fight, still trying to fight, still trying to say, you know, this is what I believe in. I've always believed in it, and I'm not changing. Like, oh yeah, because you're a fixed sign. Like, it's really hard for you to, right? You're a fixed sign. I think Aquarius is a fixed sign. It's just so hard for like once you have your mind made up, like it's made up, and like even when people question you, you're like upset. Like you have the audacity to question. Like I can't make up my own mind. Like I'm too stupid, too mentally weak to make up my own mind about these things. Right? You're always there with like your truth. You're always there with your truth. Not that it's a bad thing, but I'm telling you that mindset that hasn't changed, that you've done over and over and over again. You're crazy. You're crazy for thinking that you don't have to change. I'm sorry. You're crazy for thinking that you don't have to change. right? You're gonna have to try to fix your mind on something new here, because whatever you've been doing is always gonna bring you back to the same bullshit. It's time for you to shift your perspective, because the way that you've always looked at at maybe relationships or just anything, there's something that keeps on reoccurring here, and it's because you won't change your mindset about it. But I mean, I feel like now's the time. You know, you get the opportunity right now to change your mind about something and start even on a new path. Like, if you make up your mind about anything, just don't let it be the same thing that you have going on here. This shit ain't working. This shit won't let you be your true authentic self. It's time for a transition. Make up your mind about something new and then fucking roll with that. Go ahead and fix your mind on that. But whatever you've been doing, nah, it ain't working. It ain't working for you. It's not letting you be who you really are. It's not giving you what you really actually want out of life. And this world works for you. You can have whatever you want, but it has to come from here and in here first. Right? It comes from the inside. It comes from the inside out. This beauty right here is from the inside out. Right? You got to do some clearing, some mental clearing here. You got to clear some space up so that you can get a new idea and then work again from the inside out. I guarantee you, your new mindset about whatever it is, it will not bring you back here if you decide to change your mind, you know? Guarantee you won't be right back there. Aquarius. Eight of Swords. See? You've been trapped in your own mind. Eight of Swords. Look at him. Like his shoulder, like this part of his body, and yeah, just his shoulders. He's got his arms crossed like this, but they're not bound. He can easily get out of these ropes here. This fire in the background, I feel like that's just like his fear. And what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real, right? He doesn't want to get out of his own way. He can, though. He could save himself. Take off that blindfold, get out of those fucking ropes, and stop imagining the world being so dark. Stop thinking of worst case scenarios. Just because you've seen the same thing over and over and over here doesn't mean that it has to continue that way. It doesn't have to be that way. In your mind, you think that it's already happening. Or if you step outside, which is, I was going to say step outside the box, but that's what y'all do. That's how y'all think. It's interesting. I don't know. Anyways, this is you trapped in your mind. This is you having to go through this Ten of Swords moment to get out of your own way. You're in your own way. You're scaring yourself not to do things. You're scaring yourself not to be yourself because, I don't know, maybe like tradition, maybe like, just a way of thinking that you've always had, like, it's blocking you from like seeing your true potential. It's like you're giving yourself excuses not to be your best self. And you know that you're doing this to yourself. This is like self-sabotaging right here. This is you self-sabotaging. You know what the fuck is gonna happen. If you keep doing this, you know that you're gonna be here again. You know that it doesn't turn out well. You know that. Why not change your mind about it? It's easier said than done, I know. It seems so simple. But when you're so fixed on a certain way of like doing something, it's not easy to break those habits. It's a mental habit that you have that isn't good for your soul. It's not good for your soul. Aquarius. The High Priestess. I'm sorry, like I said, this is also the first time that I'm seeing these cards with you here. The High Priestess rules the conscious and the unconscious mind. It is using your intuition. It is believing in a higher purpose. It is following. It's like following your gut. The conscious and the unconscious. Maybe you don't realize. Maybe you didn't realize that you were doing this to yourself. I think this Queen of Wands is inspiring you to really take a look at what is um, stopping you from putting your best foot forward. It's almost like a call to know. High Priestess, right? This is like getting that really, really, really good feeling about something and then questioning, I want that feeling. Why don't I have that feeling? Where does that feeling come from? This is wanting to know. Right? So this is pulling what's in reality, pulling the tangible from like the vision and the voice in your head, the vision in your head, the voice in your head, the pull in your heart. It's like pulling that out and not comparing it to reality, but seeing how to. Okay, so High Priestess is Pisces, and Pisces are all about like merging. They're not all about that, excuse me, but a part of Pisces um, personality is that they like to merge with what they love, like their projects, and like they become what they love. Like there's like a merging of like energies. Interesting. Aquarius. Wheel of Fortune. Dude, everyone's getting this Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's time for karma, right? It's time for everyone to get their karma. Is it time for karma? I feel that with this High Priestess, you could be getting it and getting this inspiration and really really thinking about how you can bring reality and what's not real together and somehow spin the wheel in your favor at the same time to make it work with you. Does that make sense? Because you're trying to understand where all their luck comes, or where all this Queen of Wands person's luck comes from. And you see that maybe this Queen of Wands has like this aura of like being here and not really being here. Like this Queen of Wands is like super duper duper spiritual. Like this High Priestess is super duper duper spiritual. Like like even though they don't actually have it right here right now, in their mind it is so rich. It is so rich. It's so real in their mind that that inside, what's going on the inside of them, it shows on the outside. And that is so inspiring to. Oh my God, I got really teary. I'm sorry, I just got a little bit teary eyed. Like, and it like that shows like on the outside because because their their inner their inner self is so rich with possibilities and adventures and so many things that they could do, want to do, will do. Like they really believe it's gonna happen. Like their belief is so fucking strong, and they just know that they know that they know that they know that they know, and that it comes out. It like oozes from their freaking. It's like sweating. It's like their sweat. It's like they have the most beautiful glistening sweat you've ever seen in your life, and it's because they're beautiful on the inside. They're so beautifully rich on the inside that it's coming out on the outside. And you're like, damn, on the inside, I'm like this. And so you get this inspiration though that's gonna completely shift your mind. Exactly. Your mind is shifting right now. You're like, maybe maybe I do need to fix what's going on in here. Maybe it is time for me to get out of my own way, come up with new ideas, you know, ch- change a couple of ways that I think about things or see things, you know, because this person seems to get it. This High Priestess, Queen of Wands seems to fucking get it. And from the outside looking in, this person is a lot of people would think, man, that person is fucking crazy. Like, what are they talking to themselves? Like, what? Like, it worries you because you don't know what to expect from them because they're here but they're not. Like they're physically here and it's physically beautiful, like their world is physically beautiful, but they're like not here. They're in what some would call like la la land. They're in a whole nother fucking world. And for some reason, them thinking and believing in that world so much and how beautiful that world is so much, it's coming out of them. And so you're like, I want that kind of karma in my life. I want that kind of goodness in my life. I need to change something. And I think this change is going to be really good for you. I don't see you actively doing it right now. I just feel like you're looking at it. You're considering it because you're like, if she can do it, I can do it too. Because I am mentally strong. Fuck out of here. I'm the star. Why am I doing this to myself? See, it's like self-sabotaging. You are the Queen of Wands. You just won't let yourself be the Queen of Wands because you You conditioned yourself. You've done the same thing over and over and over again. You've thought about the same thing the same way over and over and over again. It's like it's like you already know the outcome, so you don't even try. But you don't know the outcome. That's the thing. And the outcome is whatever you want it to be. That's another one of the things, right? That's that magic of life. That's that magic that this person gets. And you're like trying to understand them so that you can gain that same perspective that's making them fucking blossom into this beautiful fucking being. Because you're like, I know, you know that you're stopping yourself. You're stopping yourself. You're blocking yourself. Ooh, this video is getting way too long. I'm not even, I literally am only halfway there. I just feel this for you. I feel it. Aquarius. All right, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster. Aquarius. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. You're trying to figure out how they do it. There's a yin and a yang on his hat. You're trying to figure out how to work your energies. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? This is about making a decision about your finances. You're making a decision about your finances or where to live, who you're going to take with you, what you want to invest your time and energy into. Now that I think you're going to try and get out of your own way. Okay, Aquarius. The Hierophant. Yeah, okay, see, like I was saying about tradition. Tradition. That's it right there, the Hierophant. It's like you feel obligated to, it's like, do you go with how this person sees life? Or do you go with the tried and true? What's always worked, the system that's always been set up for us? Do I follow the beaten path? Or do I go off on my own and create my own road? That's what you're juggling here with the Two of Pentacles. What do I invest into? Do I invest into what I've always done, or what you know my parents expect me to do, or am I supposed to follow the book on how to run this business? Am I supposed to, or can I get like creative with this shit? But I feel like you're scared to be more creative. I feel like you don't want to step out of line, but you know that you have to step out of line if you want to, you know, um, produce your, you know, put your best foot forward. I feel like you're leaning more towards like, I'm gonna have to step out of line here. I'm gonna have to buckle up and figure my shit out because there's no way that I cannot not be my true self. If they can do it, they don't even be trying. You'd be mad jealous sometimes. Like they don't even be trying. Me, I'm always following the rules. Always following the rules, only to end up in the same position. Aquarius. Death. Another transition card. Another major arcana. Wow. You got the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and Death. Those are all major arcanas. These trump every single card. Okay, so I was gonna say I feel like you're leaning more towards you know following your intuition. This High Priestess, I feel like you're leaning more towards that, and it's an opportunity given to you from God to consider. And I feel like you're leaning more towards that because after the Hierophant you have Death. So that's it. That's the end of following. That's the end of doing the same thing over and over and over again because you're so used to it. That's the end of it. That's it. It's dead. All right, one last card for Aquarius, and then I gotta go. I gotta go. I can't be giving y'all all the attention. Damn. You got a lot of stuff you need to figure out here. All right, Aquarius. One more card for Aquarius, God, please. The Nine of Wands. You're scared. The Nine of Wands. She looks really scared there. The Nine of Wands is kind of like having your guard up, putting your defenses up. It's like you want to be creative, but you're like you want to be creative and you're gonna go for it. But you're like you're scared of that energy. You're scared. You're like I don't know what to do. You know, what if I don't know what to do with this energy? What if I can't handle this energy? Right? Because it's not. It's more of like a feeling. It's not. It's not like. It's not like okay. This is a phone. You use the phone to call people, right? This is more like whoever made this, is this is more like it's not just a regular telephone. You can do so much more with this phone. But because it's a phone and phones were originally used for calling people back and forth, you know, that's all you're going to use it for. But really, it's used for so much other shit. And it's like, what if I can't navigate? Okay, you feel like you're a little bit hesitant because you're like, what if I can't navigate my way through all this energy? Because you're going to be stepping out of the box. This is a little bit of worry and burden here because I'm sorry, you're gonna it's time. I think your mind is being made up here with this death card. Like you were trying to decide, do I go with the beaten path or do I go on my own? Right? So you had an opportunity to think about that. But like I said, the major arcanas, they come in and they kind of like trumpet all. God's like, no, you're not going to do the same thing over again. I'm trying to put these people in your path so that you can be inspired by them, so that you can, move on from this traditional lifestyle that isn't for you. That's not what I meant to be there for you. It was supposed to give you some structure, but you're not supposed to hold on to it forever. You're here to create. You're here to, you know, what is your gift to the world, right? And you're like, all right, if I have to, I guess I'll go out and do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm gonna kick and scream along the way. It's not gonna be fucking easy, but I'm gonna do it. It's fine. I have to do it. I don't have any other choice, right? I'm over here getting frustrated for you. Right. It's not gonna it's another scary situation to be in, but wow, that's a pretty intense week for next week. You're being forced into thinking for yourself, thinking on your own, doing things new. You're being forced to be creative. You're being forced to be a queen. You're being forced to find that fire from within you, that creative fire, that, talk to your inner child, really do stuff like that. Try to go from within. You're being forced to do that right now. You really don't want to do it because you really don't want to do it, but you're going to do it anyways because you have to. You're being forced into it. Sorry. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, you guys have had enough time. Thank you so much for joining me. If this reading resonates, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.